Early this morning, Rochester police say 11 vehicles were broken into near Parklawn Apartments on Park Avenue in the city of Rochester. This comes after two separate rounds of break-ins at two area churches over the span of 12 hours. More on those church break-ins at the moment. First, our Gio Battaglia spoke with those who live at the apartments on Park Avenue and brings us this story.
Mike Reese told me he was asleep at around 5 a.m. Wednesday when he heard what sounded like people smashing glass outside his bedroom window.
They basically were about to break into a car that's still over there that has a smash in the window, but they didn't actually get through the window. And when I yelled at him from the window at 5 in the morning, he kind of loped off over to this car that was waiting for him.
When Rochester police got to the scene, they found 11 vehicles with broken windows. When I stopped by this afternoon, the parking lot was still covered in glass. Reese was on hold with Rochester police to file a report.
Part of me was kind of casual about it because I said, well, I hadn't been broken into this far with my car, and I had an old car for that very reason, so that if ever got broken into, it wasn't a huge deal.
Ken Penica has lived at the complex for about 25 years and says he has never seen anything like this happen before.
I received a text from a neighbor and said that 10 of our cars had been broken into and that my car had a crack. So apparently, and as I discovered, they didn't make it all the way into my vehicle. They did make it into my son's vehicle, who was staying over. So they seemed like they were going through the passenger side for most of the vehicles. He was missing some gift cards, but not many. So they really didn't take much from him.
Penica told me while he is concerned about safety, he wants to keep a positive outlook.
I don't worry about the material. I worry about being safe and all of that, and things, material things should be replaced, and it's aggravating, it's time consuming and all that, but I guess it's disheartening just to know that this kind of thing happens, and it's I realize that it's an imperfect world, but it happens. It's done on Christmas Day of all days.
I watched Reese and Penica help each other start to pick up the pieces together. And after a string of break-ins across Monroe County, they hope those that did this find other ways to get what they're after.
I think there's a lot of copycat crimes because poverty is so, I think it's roughly the third or fourth poorest city of its size currently, economically, statistically, and I think that's where crime comes from. It's mostly economic. It doesn't justify it.